All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. Goes up from the top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Podziemski. Edwards defending. Pass to Butler. Launches a 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. Now here's McDaniels. Out to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Green. Here's Randle. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
Now here's Edwards. The shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Here's Curry. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now here's Moody. McDaniels defending. Here's Curry. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
McDaniels against Curry. Edwards looking it over. Driving in and finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Randle against Curry. Here's Butler, and they double up Butler. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. Gobert against Green. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. And Moody pulls it down.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
The kick outside to Butler. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Randall. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now here's Curry. Into the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Warriors making a change here. Hields checked in. Here's McDaniels, still without a basket. Randall outside. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And the Warriors miss again. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Conley against Butler. Randall outside. Makes it off the glass.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Green against Gobert. Down low. Podziemski on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
There is the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. No good on the second free throw. Stan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. 2 points. That one goes. And it's 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Back to Podziemski. Shakes him, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Michael Conley picks one up. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. Podziemski hits them both. Conley with it. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. With the floater. Good D by Hield. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 3-point lead. Lets the three fly. Julius Randle with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. The Timberwolves gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The first one falls. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Both free throws good from Randle.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Podziemski finds Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. Here he goes. Pass to Moody. Green, the screen. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Green slams it in.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Conley, the pass to Randle. Over in the corner, McDaniels. It's good. This game is all even.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Now Podziemski. 10 points for him. From the stripe. And off the front iron. And in it goes. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
Randle dishes to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Gobert the pass to Alexander Walker. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Over Moody. Drops it in from 11 feet. McDaniels got it all tied up now for Minnesota. Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Podziemski. Healed outside. Green with a screen for Heal. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Now here's DiVincenzo. To the inside, Clark. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. Butler with the ball. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Butler's got 6.
And that jump shot of Butler is really smooth. He just rises up comfortably there and makes it look effortless.
Randall outside. And here is DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Randall is doubled. Clark left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander Walker. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. 1:36 left to play here in the first. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Got a piece of it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Minnesota?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
First free throw is good. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Clark. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Warriors trail by 3. To the middle, and stolen by Miller. 1:12 left here in the opening quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minod's checked in. The Warriors have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Floats it up for Kuminga. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the paint. And Reid throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Butler. He has 6. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Timberwolves passing it around. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And here is Butler. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the small forward spot.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
The Timberwolves trail. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Payton. Here's Reed. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Kuminga. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Payton. Pass to Reed. Hield against Edwards. Clock at 6. With the teardrop, and it's blocked. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Hield with the bucket.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Here's Reed. The steal. Pass to Hield. It's stolen by Edwards. To end the run. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. Clark, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And it's Clark in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 for DiVincenzo. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now here's Payton. Tight defense on him. Outside Curry. It's Clark with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's good for 2.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
Curry against DiVincenzo. They set the screen. From the arc. Curry's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Puts it up from 17, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Curry dishes to Hield. Now, here's Looney. Guarded by Reed. To halt the run, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Inside. And Reed throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Pass to Looney. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Alexander Walker. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 6. Curry gets it to go inside.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Clark. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. And the Warriors with possession here. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Take a break. Take a break.
And he can't get the first one. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Now, here's McDaniels. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Here's Conley. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors trail by 3. Now here's Butler. He's got 6. Pass to Podziemski. The kick outside to Butler. Green with the screen on Gobert. Three-pointer. Butler. They get it back. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by Golden State.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Minnesota again turning it over. Here's Curry. He's got 10. Outside Butler. To the inside. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Conley with it. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Butler against Randall. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. The shot misses. Randall with some nice D. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. McDaniels up top. Defended by Moody. Now here's McDaniels. D right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here's Green. Inside. Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Minnesota has possession. The Warriors making the shot. Here's McDaniels. Gobert. Tries yet again. And he sinks the layup. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
Green with the screen on Conley. Conley against Curry. Outside Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. Butler's got 8 points.
Yeah, you can't give Butler any room off that screen. Once he has that, you know he's going to let it fly.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Timberwolves making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Payton's checked in. Randall outside. Randall is doubled. Now Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Green. The shot's good from DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. To the middle. Trying to find Moody. Gets it to him. Now here's Green. Podziemski with it. Covered by Conley. Drives to the hoop. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And that one falls for Mike Conley. Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now,
though?
What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Now here's Butler. 8 points for him. To the paint. Stolen by Conley. 1:56 left now here in the second. Randall surveying the D. McDaniels gets a wide open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 7. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 13.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Randall from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Randall's got the lead back up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Podziemski. Covered by Conley. Payton against McDaniel. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Here's Butler. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Warriors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
And he sinks the second. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Now Randall, defended by Butler. Fader on the way. It's good. Randall's got 11.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here is Curry. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Warriors trail by 3. Inside, and Green slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Podziemski. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Butler against Randall. Shot clock at 6. Butler kicks to Curry. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. Conley finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Moody the pass to Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Green. He has 5. Golden State moving the ball around. Butler against Randall. Butler making it happen inside.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Conley's got 8 points.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. Randall is doubled. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert finds Edwards. Shoot from the right block. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Butler dishes to Curry. Fires away from way outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Curry against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Drops in the layup for 2. Conley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And doesn't have the most height, but Conley sure plays with heart, unbothered by the contested shot.
Now here's Curry, over by Conley to stop the run. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Here's Podziemski. 16 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You love how competitive Butler is. He insists on taking his shot despite the foul.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And so Butler nails both of them. Timberwolves leading by 6. Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Green kicks to Curry. Outside Butler. The 3. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside Conley. Here's the floater. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Randall outside. Back to Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Conley's got 12 points in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Podziemski hits the three-point bomb.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Conley against Curry. Great D that time from Green. Warriors trail by 3. Butler passes to Moody. Back to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Another 3 for Golden State.
And great vision there to punish the double team. That was well executed.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Golden State also making a change. Payton, he's checked in for Moody. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
It's good from long range.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside. And he's not going to start now. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside, Payton. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Another three for Golden State.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Well, their pass it to Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
And the first one drops.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
He's off on the second. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall passes to Conley. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
That's right. Let's go.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. On the wing, Green. It's stolen by Randall. Pass to Conley. Outside, Edwards. Back to Conley. Randall outside. No good on that one. Warriors leading by 3. Right side, Butler. A 3-ball. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Randall passes to Conley. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's got 5. Conley kicks to Edwards. 5 to shoot. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Podziemski with it. Conley picks him up. Outside, Green. Payton inside. Gobert on him. And the basket by Payton. Payton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Randall. Three-pointer. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Warriors leading by 5. Green left side. Green with a screen on Randall. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
And I just love how Butler uses that pick and roll. Whatever the defense gives him, he takes.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Green against Gobert. Three-pointer, Randall. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Three-pointer, Butler. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Outside for Randall. Over Butler. Randall can't get that one to fall. Golden State's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And it's Butler missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Randall. There's the triple. Randall can't get that one to fall. Warriors shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. 1:11 left here in the third quarter. Podziemski finds Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Warriors have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. No good on the free throw. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Fields checked in for the Warriors. There's the three. Randall no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Payton with a screen on Reed. Here's Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
At all times he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
First free throw is good. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Green. Timberwolves trail by 7. Over to the left wing. Here's Randall. Green with the block. Now here's Butler. 15 points in the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Butler sets a screen for Hield. Payton outside. Pass to Kuminga. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Now DiVincenzo. 1 second left. Randall. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Payton is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center, filling out the middle.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Pass to Curry. with the block, and he recovers it. Shot clock at 2, takes a 3, hits it from three-point range. And that's now 6 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Here's Reed. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Jackson Davis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Miller with a screen on Curry. Shot from the top of the key. Good. Nothing but net. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Payton finds Curry. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about that little subtle head fake by Curry? Defense too aggressive that time.
And he knocks down the first one.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Golden State also making a change. Podziemski's checked in. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Conley up top, guarded by Curry. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving it around. Curry against Conley. Curry crashes inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Edwards against Hield. Outside Edwards. And no good that time. Good D by Hield. Here's Jackson Davis.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Conley against Curry. Here's Reed. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Kuminga down low. He's covered by Clark. That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty at the line. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
The Warriors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Conley against Curry. Over Conley. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And here is Conley. Five on the clock. Reed with a screen on Curry. Conley for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside for Curry. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there. Now Podziemski. And a miss there on the triple. Curry against Conley. Now DiVincenzo. Here is Edwards. Pass to Reed. Edwards with it. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Curry with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Conley surveying the D. Reed with a screen on Kuminga to the inside. And Reed throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And Randall subbed in for Clark. And then for Golden State, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Butler in for Jonathan Kuminga. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Gobert, the pass to Conley. And a missed layup.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Here's Curry. Tough finish by Stephen Curry.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Conley finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall against Butler. Step back and squared up. Randall's got 20 points.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Healed outside. Back to Curry from deep. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Randall down low. He's defended by Podziemski. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Curry dishes to Green. Now Podziemski. Curry outside. Curry from 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gobert with a screen on Curry. And here's Conley outside. The Warriors pull it in. Healed with it. Now defended by Gobert. Back to Podziemski. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Butler against Edwards. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Butler. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Here's Randall. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Podziemski. Defended by Gobert. Butler, no good.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game for 3.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Edwards against Hield. The Warriors pull it in. Hield's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Shoots from the line, and he hits the jump shot. Curry's got 35 in the game.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. To end the drought, Edwards with confidence.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Pass to Podziemski. In the corner, Moody with it. Outside Butler. This one for 3. Conley grabs the miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Curry passes to Butler. Looking to get back on track here. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Pass to McDaniels. First one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But
all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg